Hey guys, it's Natasha Nicole again. Today I created a halo eye for you guys. If you guys like it, just keep watching. Because I'm using darker shadows, I'm going to start with my eyes again. So I'm going to prime with the Urban Decay primer in the shade Eden. I'm going to set that primer with the Makeup Geek eyeshadow in Vanilla Bean. For my transition shades, I'm going to use Latte and Creme Brûlée from Makeup Geek. Next, I'm going to use this flat shader brush from Morphe, and I'm going to dip into this beautiful cranberry red shade from Makeup Geek called Bitten. And I'm going to add that in my inner corner and my outer corner, and then I'm going to leave the center of my lid open so I can put in a shimmery shade later. So I'm just starting out with a little bit of color and then gradually intensing it so I can blend it out easier. And here I'm just taking a soft blending brush and getting those edges nice and buffed out. After I've pretty much packed all of the dense color on the edges, I go in and go around the crease of my eye with a light hand. Now I'm just taking my big fluffy brush and adding in Latte and Creme Brulee again just to soften those edges. So I wanted my outer V to be a little bit more intense, so I'm just adding a little bit more of that Bitten shade in there and running it through. Now for the star of the show. This is Pink Champagne from Anastasia Beverly Hills. I'm going to take that on a flat shader brush and spray my brush with Fix Plus. It makes the shade a little bit more intense. And then I'm going to pack that into the center of my lid to give it that pop. Now I'm going to take a little bit more of that Bitten shade from Makeup Geek, and I'm just going to blend the edges together so they transition into each other rather than look harsh. And this is what it should look like when you're done. I'm going to go back into that Vanilla Bean shade and highlight underneath my brows. Now it's time for brows. I'm just going to take this spoolie and brush it through, and then I'm going to take my Maybelline Brow Precise pencil in the shade Soft Brown, and I'm going to start working that through the brows and filling in any sparse area and just shaping them how I like my brows to look. Now I'm just going to take a makeup wipe and clean up the underneath my eye where we had any fallout and just make that line look a little bit sharper. Next up is lashes. I'm using the Ardell Demi Wispies. I'm putting them on off camera. They just give this look that vavoom that it needed. Now I'm going in with the big guns. This is Estee Lauder Double Wear in the shade Bone. This is very full coverage, but for this look, this is what I needed. Now I'm going to add my Shape Tape Concealer. This is in the shade Fair Neutral, and I'm just going to use it to highlight the areas that I want to bring forward, which would be under my eyes and down the bridge of my nose, a little bit on my forehead and chin, and I want to bring more concentration to the under part of my cheekbone to make them pop even more. I'm going to set the areas that I highlighted with my IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores Loose Powder. Now I'm just going to set the rest of my face with my Coty Airspun powder in Translucent Extra Coverage. I'm just going to brush off the excess powder that I have on my face. Now I'm just going to bronze up the skin really quick with my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, just the cheekbones and the forehead. Now I'm going to take my Hula bronzer from Benefit and I'm going to contour my face. I'm taking my MAC blush in Melba today to just rosy up the cheeks. Then I'm going to grab my big fluffy powder brush and just blend out the edges. Next up is the Wet n Wild highlighter in the shade Precious Petals. I'm going to set everything with my Milani Make It Last setting spray. Now I'm going to take that bitten shade again with a flat shader brush and I'm going to line my under eye with that color just so everything blends nicely with the shadow that we applied on top. Now I'm going to take a little bit more of a fluffier brush and just blend that bottom out to smoke it out. Now I'm going to take my NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in the shade Cashmere and I'm going to line my inner waterline. Now it's time for mascara. I'm using my L'Oreal Voluminous Carbon Black. I'm going to add some to the top and bottom lashes. Next, I'm using my NYX Suede Lip Liner in the shade Soft Spoken. I'm going to line my lips and fill them in all the way. Then I'm going to use my Wet n Wild Liquid Catsuit in the shade Rebel Rose. I love how this look turned out. The Halo Eye is gorgeous. And this is me all done up, ready to go out on a date with my son for the mother-son Valentine's dance. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and please don't forget to subscribe. Bye!